classical mechanics problem, CSIR UGC NET, physical science, asked in June 2011 question paper. In the absence of an applied torque, a rigid body with three principal moment of inertia given by I1, I2 and I3 is rotating freely about a fixed point inside the body. The Euler equation for the component of its angular velocity are given, okay, omega 1 dot, omega 2 dot and omega 3 dot. The first part of the question is the equilibrium point in omega 1, omega 2 and omega 3 space are. Solution to this problem is, so what is given? The torque, the total torque, external torque applied is equal to 0, okay. Therefore, the angular velocity is written in terms of its component. So this is equal to omega 1 dot is equal to, so this is I2 minus I3 divided by I1 into omega 1, omega 2 into omega 3. Similarly, omega 2 dot is equal to I3 minus I1 by I2 omega 1, omega 3. Omega 3 dot is equal to I1 minus I2 divided by I3, omega 1, omega 2. Okay. Now what is asked? The first question. The equilibrium point in omega space. So let us calculate equilibrium points. Equilibrium points. So what is how to calculate equilibrium points? Set that omega 1 dot is equal to 0, omega 2 dot is equal to 0, okay, and omega 3 dot is equal to 0. If you put omega 1 dot is equal to 0, so this term will become 0, that is on the left hand side becomes 0, which means omega 2 into omega 3 that is equal to 0. Similarly, this from this equation, second equation, omega 1 and omega 3 product is equal to 0. From the third equation, omega 1 and omega 2 product is equal to 0. So let us solve this equation. Omega 1 dot is equal to 0 implies d omega 1 by dt that is equal to 0. When we solve, this is equal to a constant in time, okay, that is the angular velocity. Omega 1 is a constant of motion, it is constant in time, that means it is independent of time. Let us say this constant to be a, okay. Similarly, omega 2 dot is equal to 0 implies omega 2 is also a constant, okay. Let us call that to be b. In the same manner, omega 3 dot is equal to 0 implies omega 3 is also a constant of motion, and that is I am going to call c, okay. Now these points, that is a, b, c, these points lie on the omega space, because the omega space components are omega 1, omega 2 and omega 3, okay. This is something like this. So this is omega 1 and this is maybe I call this as omega 1, this is omega 2 and this is omega 3, and this is origin. Origin is 0 comma 0 comma 0. Therefore any point here in this axis we can represent as a comma 0 comma 0. Any point here we can represent as 0 comma b comma 0. Any point here can be represented as 0 comma 0 comma c, okay. So this is in the omega space, this is in the omega space. Therefore, since notice that these any point on the coordinate axis is an equilibrium point. So because a, okay, a is this point, and 0 comma 0, because their product is also 0, right, omega 2 into omega 3. Therefore any point on the omega 1 axis or omega 2 axis on the omega 3 axis is also equilibrium point. The simplest one which we can to choose a to be 1, b to be 1, c to be 1. Therefore the equilibrium points are 1 0 0, 0 1 0, and 0 0 1. So these are the equilibrium points. Therefore the answer for this problem is C. In order to answer the second part of the question, that is answer B for the same question, the constant of motions are. So four options are given. We have to choose the correct one. So in order to answer this, let us write down the this equation of motion, that is torque free equation of motion, that is I1 omega 1 dot, that is equal to I2. This is given in the problem, so I am rewriting. I'm taking this I1 here to the left hand side. Okay, so I2 minus I3 omega 2 omega 3, and I2 omega 2 dot therefore can be written as I3 minus I1 omega 1 omega 3 I3 omega 3 dot I1 minus I2 omega 1 omega 2. Call equation number 1, 2, 3. Just multiply equation number 1 with omega 1. So which means you will get I1 omega 1 dot. Therefore you will get I2 minus I3 omega 1 omega 2 omega 3. Similarly, equation number 2 you multiply by omega 2, so that you will get omega 1 omega 2 omega 3 here, okay, in the second equation. So I2 omega 2 dot, therefore this becomes I3 minus I1 omega 1 omega 2 omega 3. Equation number 3 also can be written as, if you multiply by omega 3, I3 omega 3 dot I1 minus I2 omega 1 omega 2 omega 3. So let us add all these equation left and right side. So what happened to the right hand side? So common is omega 1 omega 2 omega 3. See, common term is this one. Okay, this is common. If you take this one out, there is plus I2, there is a minus I2, minus I3 plus I3, and there is minus I1, there is a plus I1. So therefore the right hand side, it becomes 0. So that is, it is 0 here. So left hand side it is I1 omega 1 dot plus I2 omega 2 dot plus I3 omega 3 dot. Now we have to simplify this. So this can be written as I1 d by dt omega 1 square, because when I take the derivative of this with omega square, I will get 2 omega, okay, so d omega by dt. Therefore this can be written as 2 omega dot. So omega dot can be written as half d omega dt. So therefore I will multiply half here. Okay, the same manner the second term, this part also written as 1 by 2 I2 d by dt omega 2 square. The same manner third one also can be written as d by dt of omega 3 square, that is equal to 0. So in all the terms d by dt is common. 1 by 2 I1 omega 1 square, 1 by 2 I2 omega 2 square, 1 by 2 I3 omega 3 square, that is equal to 0. So this is actually a constant of motion. This is called d by dt of this is rotational kinetic energy. This is kinetic energy rotational, that is equal to constant of motion. So the rotational kinetic energy is also a constant. So this is a constant of motion. Okay. Now what is this rotational kinetic energy? The rotational kinetic energy is, that is half I1 omega 1 square plus half I2 omega 2 square plus half I3 omega 3 square, that is equal to constant. So if you multiply by 2 on both sides, I1 omega 1 square, I2 omega 2 square, I3 omega 3 square, that is also a constant, because constant into constant is another constant. So therefore this one is a constant of motion. This one is a constant of motion. This is given by this formula. This is called principle of conservation of rotational kinetic energy, total rotational kinetic energy. This part, this is principle of conservation of total rotational kinetic energy. Rotational kinetic energy. Okay, so this is the answer for this case. So if you see the answer, so this part, that is answer B or answer C, can be correct. So we have to calculate another constant of motion from this. So the given thing is the torque free motion. So torque free motion, the total external torque is equal to 0 null vector, which means the rate of change of the angular momentum, that is equal to constant, because that total external torque is equal to 0, then the angular momentum must be equal to this angular momentum must be equal to a constant. Okay, therefore the angular momentum must be equal to a constant. That's it, because the rate, what is torque? The rate of change of angular momentum. Since the torque is 0, so therefore the angular momentum is a constant of motion. It's a vector quantity. So I can write this angular momentum as I1 omega 1 in some direction, that is I1 omega 1 hat, I2 omega 2 hat, I3 omega 3 hat, that is equal to constant. Okay, now what is the magnitude of this? This is equal to square root of, or I can write this magnitude square is equal to, that is j square, which is j vector dot j vector. So constant dot constant is also constant. Okay, now let us calculate the j vector dot j vector, that is I1 square omega 1 square, I2 square omega 2 square, I3 square omega 3 square, therefore that is equal to constant. So this is the answer, second part. So the answer for this problem is, so this is correct, this is correct, this part is correct, and this part is correct. Therefore answer for this problem is B. Thanks for watching this video.
Thank you for watching the video. If you liked the video, please press the like button. If you are interested in receiving information about new videos that are posted, click the subscribe button. If you have any comments or questions about the content discussed in the video, please leave them in the comments section below.